Hi there, it's Mike from the Mayfair Clinic, and in this video I'm going to talk about lower back disc injuries and what you can do to help it, and one simple exercise you can try at home to alleviate the pressure on your discs. Before I get into that, make sure you hit the subscribe button and make sure that you know that at any point in this video you comment in the comments below to let us know if you've got any trouble with your discs or if you've tried any things that have worked. Super interested to see how you find out or how you get on with this particular recommendation, because it's a fantastic one. And we see a lot of patients in the clinic with disc problems, and this really does help alleviate that stress in the lower back discs specifically. So without further ado, what is a disc problem first and foremost? It's invariably caused, and very frequently we have these patients coming in with these all the time. It's a reduction generally in the natural curve of this lower back. And that puts pressure through these discs, commonly down here at the 5S1 and the 4-5 disc, and they get compressed, and that drives the disc space back into this little hole in here, and that creates the symptoms going down into the leg or in the lower back, etc. Now, quite often patients are given exercises where you hug your knees, you pull your knees towards your chest, and what that does here is that actually it opens out this little hole a little bit like so, to alleviate the pressure built up in there by making the hole larger. But that's not in the long-term benefit of you, the patient. That actually makes the problem worse, because in the process of making that hole larger, you actually compress down on that disc further, driving the material backwards through the spine, through in towards the spine even more. So not a particularly sensible one, especially if you've got a reduced lower back curve, which, you know, more or less all the patients that we see in the clinic, or a good number of them, end up having some form of imaging. And we see that these disc injuries are very frequently, or the more stubborn ones anyway, are very frequently associated with this flatness of the lumbar spine. And that's something that really can't be ignored if you want to actually get the disc to resolve and the back pain to alleviate and get better with a proper recovery. So this exercise I'm going to give you guys today, there's an actual example on our YouTube channel. It'll probably be called something like lumbar disc stretch, but it works really well and is a preliminary exercise that we often give patients when they come in to see us at the clinic. So do please try it, give it a go, let us know how you get on. But essentially what it involves is you lying on your back to start with, and then you get these two bony bits. These here actually, you'll be able to feel these. They're where sort of the dimples will be on your lower back. And you can feel these on your lower back. Your spine's actually stopped a good bit before them, because you're touching kind of down here. Your spine finishes here. So you lie on your lower back and you've got those dimples are down here. And just above there, about an inch or so, you pop that rolled up towel, about the size of a foam roller. And what that does is that gently opens out these disc spaces, takes the pressure off the disc, it's a slight backward bend with a pivot. Now, the important distinction here is that sometimes you'll arch backwards and it'll be painful, and that's a different type of movement compared to a pivoted movement whereby you've got that towel underneath the lower back. Lie there for 3 to 5 minutes and then slowly roll off. Give this a go. I would encourage you to check the video out on the YouTube channel, because it gives you a little bit more description on how exactly to do it. But what that is doing is just gently taking that pressure off those discs, and can really just help alleviate that degree of discomfort that's often suffered with disc-related problems. And give it a go, hold it there for about 3 to 5 minutes, just completely relaxed, and then slowly and carefully roll off to the side, give yourself a moment, and then carry on with the rest of your day. You can combine this with a little bit of icing, so some ice over your lower back, 3 to 5 minutes, and if you've seen any of the other videos, you'll know that combining that ice works really well with these sorts of things, because especially when you're talking about a disc injury in the lower back, it really does reduce the inflammation, rather than using things like heat, which, although they help muscle spasm, will ultimately make this problem worse. So, hope you found that video helpful. Do please give it a go. Check out the video that shows you how specifically to do that lumbar disc stretch. And remember, any questions, pop them in the comments and we'll be sure to get back to you. Thanks for watching.